Welcome to ISL Enabled Virtual Lab of CSIR.
So we'll switch gears a little bit to talk about how your day in life as a scientist studying with Drosophila, studying neuroscience in Drosophila look like.
Okay. Right now, it's a lot of non-science that I'm doing, so I will not talk about that. But I think the perks of being a scientist is that, first of all, you're constantly engaging with people, asking something new each day. Okay, that is really the perk for, at least for me, having not actually doing experiments right now. But I must also tell you that while being a scientist, an active scientist at the bench, it's not always excitement. New things, new discoveries come after several, sometimes days, weeks, and months of just keeping at doing things, just a lot of perseverance.
That's interesting. But we wonder if science can lack excitement sometimes. Then what inspired you to choose this career path? Or did you always knew that you wanted to be a scientist?
In school, I had very nice science teachers, especially in high school is where, think science a little bit more like a future. So I think high school science teachers might have been a big role, might have played a big role. And I think my dad also played a big role in the sense that he was one of those people who was constantly telling you to be aware of your surroundings, pointing out plants and animals and insects all the time. Keeping us aware of our natural surroundings, I think, is very, very important. That's why I think it's not just that everybody doesn't need to be a scientist, but it's important for everyone to have a scientific temper, no matter what you do in life. I think that is a very important thing. But again, luckily for me, the microbiology teacher the department was very young in Mount Carmel College, Dr. Feruza Ishwaran. I don't even know if she's a doctor, but it doesn't matter because she was such an energetic, enterprising woman. She inspired all of us to do something, more than what an average bachelor's degree would do. She would organize seminars. She would take us to so many institutions in Bangalore. She also arranged for a field trip to go to Pune, and we visited a lot of scientific institutions in Pune because she's originally from Nashik and Pune, so she knew a lot of people there. She contacted IISc professors to come give talks in the campus. All this was not a normal thing that happened, So one had to take this extra effort, and I certainly enjoyed every one of those interactions. And I think already felt like I would like to be a scientist. I probably saying or doing things in that direction of being a curious person, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Or being excited really about doing experiments. I think that's the basic ingredient of being a scientist, or just being somebody with a scientific temper.
So, what did we learn today?
Paralysis is a devastating condition that can be caused because of several reasons. Anything that affects the nervous system or muscular system could possibly play a role in paralysis. We also learned that the junction between these systems can be affected, leading to paralysis as well. Dr. Shiba Vasu drew the perfect analogy between fever and paralysis. Paralysis is not the disease itself, it is an outcome of a disease.
Exactly. And we learned about the ways Dr. Shiba Vasu studies these conditions using flies in her lab. Her journey from a young observer to a scientist inspired us to look around and be curious, have a scientific temper, and ask many more questions. But listeners, what we know about paralysis and its reasons might change as we get more evidence over time.
Who knows? One of our listeners might study the reason behind paralysis in the future to find out something that we never knew before. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed listening to our episodes, make sure to visit our website www.indiaaskswhy.org for more content. You'll find illustrations, transcripts, blogs, and scientist profiles for all our episodes.
We are sure we must have sparked your curiosity. You can submit all your questions on our website and get a chance to be featured in one of our episodes.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter for more updates. Link in the show notes.
India Asks Why is funded by the India Bioscience Extension Grant.
Shweta and Hegde and Ruchi Manglunia are the hosts of the podcast.
Indulekha MS audio edited the episode and Khushi Goyal transcribed it.
Also, thanks to all our team members for enabling Utsuka and Jigyasa to chase their curiosity.
Special thanks to Myra and Kanishka for joining us, and a big shout out to Delhi Public School Secunderabad teachers for making this possible.
Finally, thanks to Dr. Shiba Vasu for answering all the curious questions we posed.
Don't forget to like and rate our podcast. This will help the new content coming to you. Until then, stay tuned and stay curious.